All right, good morning, everybody. Good afternoon, good evening, wherever you may be. My name is Bojan Petreski. Today is June 29, 2022, and we'll be getting started with the 3D commentary in just a few seconds. Alrighty, looks like we're all set. Let's go ahead and get started with the 3D market commentary. Of course, everything I'll be talking about, including signing up to receive the 3D market commentary, you can get right here at tradewithufos.com/Boyan. Okay, this is what the 3D market commentary would look like in your inbox coming at you Monday through Friday. We call it a 3D market commentary because we utilize a 3D approach. Those three dimensions in that 3D approach are the following: the market climate, also shown by this indicator down here below, buy and sell UFOs, the unfilled orders, or unmistakably named UFOs because they do look like flying saucers looking here on the chart, and the market volatility that gives us the upcoming price change speed, including any adjustments to the risk and reward ratio. We utilize these three components to combine and get a statistical edge that gives us the ability to remain objective, realistic when trading, investing, or hedging. Now, we'll be applying essentially this approach on these five markets here that we have, which are the S&P, crude oil, gold, the Dixie, the dollar index, and Bitcoin. So let's go ahead and get started with the 3D market commentary, which of course you can get yourself as long as you go to this link here, sign up for a free membership, which is the tradewithufos.com/new/. All right. So the S&P 500 is currently in a confirmed down climate. The climate has reconfirmed itself. We had a pretty red day yesterday. This is the first one out of three typically that it goes down for. Not only that, but it actually created a brand new UFO here at 39.50 to 38.92.50, as you see right here. Currently coming fairly close to the nearby UFO that we have, which is the 38.05.50 to 37.13.50. Price has been, as I mentioned yesterday, kind of in a downward move here, more or less in a channel, kind of picking at these things left and right, kind of bouncing off of them and going through from the bottom to the top of that channel. We didn't quite get to the top yesterday, but we've broken through the top before and also fallen down. So it's not something that's uncommon. This is something that is just kind of catching my eyes on this market, and it has for a little bit. Just looking at it overall, coming down in a more or less of a channel. But ultimately, what I look at the most is down here. Am I seeing more red climate than blue? And the question obviously is yes. There's a lot more downward climates than there is upward, and that's something that in my opinion, that should give you the overall picture of the behavior of this market. We've had a few blue up candles here that we see. However, it was mostly just a bounce up rather than anything more serious. According to the VIX, we are again elevated volatility, 28.9% volatility. All right, now if you're looking to educate yourself, we do have future stocks and Forex courses, as well as a crypto course that's coming up, and that's flashing right there for you on the bottom. We also have backtesting trading plans and trading psychology courses that give you the tools to basically apply to any one of these asset classes that we're teaching or have available for you to teach. Any one of these comes with complimentary access to auto UFOs and auto climate. That way, you can test out what we're showing you using our instruments, our proprietary technology that we utilize ourselves. So check those courses out, browse and register for one using that link right there. All right, next one up, we have crude oil. Currently, crude oil is in a very interesting position within a red UFO right now in an unconfirmed climate, right? The climate is not confirmed. On top of that, it created a UFO that essentially overlaps with a red UFO, which is oftentimes this is really rare to see, but that means there's both unfilled orders up here and up here. So it's just a matter of who's going to win the fight. As of right now, it looks like crude oil did test these lows here, and it bounced from there. If I were to draw a proper line, it would look something like this. Okay, so it did bounce from those lows. Did not, break anything else. But as of right now, looking at crude oil, looks like it wants to test a little bit higher. Based on DOVX, we're looking at 47% volatility, which is not unexpected given crude oil's response to the Russian invasion in Ukraine. This is not something that's uncommon whenever there's high volatility events like that impact the supply of crude oil. Price is going to react just as volatile. So that's not something you would think you would say in this day and age, but here we are. All right, now we also have the Trade with UFOs apps available for you. They are available for multiple platforms, including our very own, which I'll talk about in a little bit later. That's top. We do have monthly or yearly memberships available. You can subscribe using this link here, or of course the one down below here. Okay, the next one on our list here is gold. Gold currently bouncing up today. It is in a confirmed down climate. This says it is the seventh one, mainly because it has to count the previous red candle, so it's counting 7 starting from here. However, this is the first one out of typically 6 down climates that we are seeing here. 1781.3, 1753 is the buy UFO down below. 2003 to 1962.7, the sell UFO up above. Based on GVZ, we're looking at 17.95% volatility, 20.65 points for the day. As far as gold, I've mentioned this earlier several times. We've had it at the point where gold used to be, the risk-averse instrument to go to, and that seemed like it was the case for the, I would say towards the end of Q1. But ultimately, from March and onwards, gold essentially crashed down to the point of origin on this entire start of this conflict, all the way down to where it started. So, not much else to be said. And then that, other than times are changing. It's not necessarily always the go-to instrument for when risk is high on the indexes, or perhaps even on currencies and forex. All right, now of course, if you need coaching and support, we have that available for you as well. We do offer these trading sessions that are compatible with all time zones, but on top of that, we also have all asset advanced coaching that is available for you, where you can set up and sign up a session, for one-on-one with any one of the instructors that we have on our channel. And this is just an option for anybody who may just want another pair of eyes or another set of ears to listen to and see what you're doing, so that we can, potentially offer some insight and maybe give you some direction on what you need to improve based on what we've seen in the past. So definitely check it out, and we'll help you get started. And that may help you avoid some bad habits that you may not know you have. So go ahead and get that set up. And the next one here that we have is the dollar index. Dollar is currently in an up climate. It is close to testing this upper UFO here again at 104.425 to 105.565. Nearest buy UFO that it has created, the point of origin of this move, 102.850 to 101.865. Currently at 9.16% volatility. The dollar is was struggling a little bit on this high here. It made it, ended up closing above it, and then ultimately pushed down quite severely. Ultimately, right now we are looking at a bit of a consolidation in this area. We'll see if this is going to continue. The upwards movement that we've been seeing after a consolidation, or we're going to test lower and potentially see a climate reversal. But as of right now, the dollar index is looking fairly strong still. It has been for over the past several years, climbing steadily. I believe the dollar is the one that is leading all the currencies in the past year. All right, now if you don't want to read this overview, we do have it available for you and broadcast daily. You can go to this link to go to our YouTube channel, where I would appreciate it if you could like and subscribe to the channel and hit that little bell notification icon so you can get notified every time we go live. You're able to catch up with some missed commentaries using our playlist. And of course, my colleagues Becky, Jose, and I broadcast this daily, both on YouTube, Tiger Trade, LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitch, essentially everywhere where you can broadcast. It's coming out there. So check it out and feel free to interact while you're having your morning coffee or perhaps your evening or afternoon nightcap, whichever case may be. All right, last but definitely not least is the Bitcoin market that we're looking at right now. Bitcoin is currently in a down climate. Last couple of days, it has been sliding down slowly but surely. It is a confirmed down climate that's been going on for 15 days. Currently in multiple UFOs right here, the newest one being the bright red colored one right here at 21,380 to 2640. Currently hovering at this critical level of 20,000. On top of that, there's another one there at 2120 to 22,917. So double stacked UFO within the UFO. And of course, the one that we've had before that we almost touched here, 19,612.5 to 17,610. This is the nearest UFO towards the buy side. BVIN extremely volatile, 90.45%, $1,100 for the day. Not uncommon for Bitcoin. All right, and that's pretty much it for the markets for today. But before I let you go, a couple more things. Top is the Predictive Options Planner, which is our very own platform that we've developed. Top is broker agnostic. It can be used to trade all assets. You can learn more and subscribe using this link here. And I'm just going to share, actually I already did, the link tree down below that you are seeing right now, right here, where all the links are put together. Top, as I mentioned, is a broker agnostic platform. You're able to trade all assets. And Top is also a platform that has professional platform features available on a retail platform, on a retail trader's platform, at a retail cost. Right? It's not a cost that you would typically see with these professional platforms. And on top of that, all the processing, all the computations are done server side, so you don't need a super powerful computer to be able to run the functions that the platform has. All right, and definitely last but not least, our news for the week. So as far as news for the week, we have a few things going on. Harmonized index in Germany. GDP is coming up tomorrow in the U.S. Powell speaking as well. A couple of more speeches of the central banks in Europe and Britain. NBS manufacturing, non-manufacturing PMI in China. Thursday is GDP in Great Britain, retail sales in Germany, Hong Kong holiday. The Tanking Large Manufacturing Index, which is a crucial one for Japan, is on Thursday as well. And then Friday we have Canada Day, July 1st. HICP preliminaries in the European Union, and ISM manufacturing PMI in the US on Friday. All right, folks, that's that for today. Hope you enjoyed this session, and I will catch you next time. Take care. Bye bye.